Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Virtual Flight Diaries. So, this episode, I want to talk about Vatsim, and we're going to do a flight from start to finish. So, I like to use Simbrief for Vatsim because it has a automatic file. You can send it to Vatsim for filing a program. So, I have a flight here today. It's going to be November 855 Tango Bravo. I'm going to fly the TBM from Chester County down to my usual haunt, which would be uh, Norfolk, Williamsburg, or Newport News, Williamsburg International. Be a quick flight, about an hour, but we're going to use live ATC. So you can just show you. Bring that screen over here for a second. So I go to SimAware and use that to let me know which ATC is online. Tell you the zones. So it looks like we got New York Center. And Washington Center. So this should be interesting. All right, so show you how it's done. So I'm gonna generate a flight. And we'll go down here to prefile on a network. You can prefile on Vatsim, hit prefile, and it'll take you to the Vatsim flight sim page. And it'll automatically load all your flight plan information. Just gonna pull this off to the side. So there's just an option at the bottom to you scroll down, you make sure you have all your let's make sure there's no personal information on here. Bring this back real quick. All right, so just want to review it real quick. It automatically puts all the equipment that you have available, your endurance for fuel, any alternates, your en route time, your flight plan, and then here, file flight plan. And you get a little message at the top. Oh, I missed it because it's just a flash. It'll say flight plan filed on Vatsim. All right, once that's done, you can just click out and go to your flight simulator. So we're already loaded in here at Chester County. And we can get started. So we're going to connect in. You're going to put in your call sign. So we're November 855 Tango Bravo. And then you make sure that your type is, we're TBM 850, so it's your ICAO code is TBM 8. And then once that's done, you hit connect. So we're connected, and all your available frequencies will show up. All the people that are, all the ATC that's signed in to Vatsim. Let's check on something real quick. Make sure we're in. Okay, so we're in New York Center's ATC. So I have a Navigraph subscription, so I use that for charts and such. I'm going to set that up real quick. Let's take a second. We can bring that over here. You can see what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to go to flights. Going to unload port flight. See, we get our flight plan and all our charts. So I'm not going to, no, we're looking at maybe the ILS runway 25. So just to have that chart available. And then we can view our Simbrief so we can get our flight plan to load up in the GPS. All right. So let's see here. I'm gonna get started up so we can make our calls. We're climbing up to flight level 200, so we'll set it to 2100. Make sure our bleed air is on. Here, turn our gyros on. And turn our
TOS system test OK.
All right, so let's put our flight plan in. Down to Salisbury. And from Salisbury, we're going to take the B1 to TCV. And let's see here. Okay. So when we get our approach from ATC, we're gonna we'll load it in there. So we'll do that in flight. So let's put our New York center frequency in. So 125.325. So you're going to want to have a piece of paper ready. There's an acronym called CRAFT. So CRAFT stands for Clearance, Route, Altitude, Frequency.
Delta 848 Heavy, descend and maintain 13,000.
Descend, maintain 13,000, Delta 848 Heavy.
So CRAFT stands for Clearance, Route, altitude, frequency, and transponder code. So we're going to make our call to open up our flight plan. So we're going to be cleared to Newport News. Hoping as filed. And we'll be given an initial altitude.
German cargo 350, heavy
the
descend and
frequency?
maintain 2000.
Descend and maintain 2000, German cargo 350.
And then a transponder code to squawk. Alright, so hopefully he's not too fast with this.
American 877, the wind 36010, runway 31, clear to land.
31, American 877.
Delta 848, heavy, turn right heading 180, descend and maintain 8000.
Turn heading 180 down 8,000, Delta 848 heavy.
Turn this down just a little. It looks like we're flipping. Okay. So let's make a call.
German cargo 350, heavy, turn right heading 360.
Right heading to the north, German cargo 350.
Yeah, we're a little loud. Gonna get some echo. Stream. That should be better. I'm gonna wait for a radio check just so I can hear him. See if I can hear him if I turn it down too low.
German cargo 350, heavy, 5 miles from Zettel, maintain 2000 till established on, or turn right heading 010, maintain 2000 till established on the localizer, clear Alice for right approach.
Okay, right heading 010, maintain 2000 to establish, clear left runway 4 right approach, German cargo 350.
Okay, I think I can hear him.
New York, DHL 225 with you leaving reaching 12,000 now.
New York, good evening, FedEx 1, heavy level 340.
New York, DHL 225.
DHL 225, New York Center, the Kennedy altimeter is 2945, expect Alice 4 right approach.
2945, expect ILS 4 right approach, DHL 225.
Who else is checking in?
FedEx 1, heavy level 340, good afternoon.
FedEx 1, New York Center, good evening. German cargo 350, heavy, contact New York approach 135.9er.
1359 to help, German cargo 350.
New York Center, Airbus 330 Heavy passing through 9,000 for 12,000.
Airbus 330 New York Center, climb and maintain, level 230.
Climb maintain 230 Airbus 330 Heavy.
All right, so let's try this. I'm learning right along with you guys. New York Center, TBM November 855 Tango Bravo at Chester County. Request clearance to Newport News.
November 855 Tango Bravo, New York Center clearance on request.
Center JetBlue 8587, pitch X-ray, line 7, ready to taxi.
JetBlue 8587, if the ATIS flipped over to Yankee a short while ago, runway 4, taxi via Alpha Echo Bravo.
Alpha Echo Bravo, and 4, okay, Yankee, JetBlue 8587.
Delta 848 Heavy, turn right heading 270, descend and maintain 3,000.
270 down to 3,000, Delta 848 Heavy.
So I'm not sure what that
Detail
meant.
225 Heavy, descend and maintain 9,000.
DHL 225, 9,000.
Consider JetBlue 8587, we're facing the southeast. Can we just go out on Echo and then down Bravo?
I don't know what that is.
JetBlue 8587 approved.
Roger that, thank you.
Those.
November 855 Tango Bravo, cleared to Papa Hotel Foxtrot Airport as filed, maintain 3,000. Departure this frequency, squawk 2755.
Cleared. Papa Hotel Foxtrot as filed. Climb and maintain 3,000. This frequency, squawk 2755 for November 855 Tango Bravo.
November 855 Tango Bravo, read back correct. Are you ready for departure or do you still need to taxi out?
We still need to taxi out for 855 Tango Bravo.
November 855 Tango Bravo, roger. Hold for release, change to advisory frequency approved.
Hold for release. Advise change of frequency approved. 855 Tango Bravo. So then we're going to put in our squawk code. 55. And we're going to turn it on. Hit enter. And we're going to put our initial climb altitude in. So that's 3,000 feet. So we can't go past that until ATC clears us higher.
Delta 848 Heavy, turn right heading 340.
340, Delta 840 Heavy.
DHL 225 Heavy, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, DHL 225.
And then let's get out of here.
Can 8631 underground of the Gordy ready for push?
Okay, 8631 New York Center, push at your discretion.
Roger, push at my discretion.
New York Center, United 1466, 31,000.
Okay, 1466 New York Center, good evening.
We're just going to Chester County traffic, TBM November 855 Tango Bravo, taxiing runway 29 for takeoff.
DHL 225 Heavy, turn left heading 240.
240 to the left.
So there's nobody around.
Airbus
so
330, climb and maintain, level 390.
Up to 390, Airbus 330 Heavy.
United 4759 with you 240, climbing 370.
Okay, 4759, New York Center, good evening. Delta 848 Heavy, turn right heading 010, 5 miles from Zettel. Maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS for right approach.
Right turn 010 down to 2000, and we'll wait until established for 4 right, Delta 848 Heavy.
Are our lights on?
Center, JetBlue 8580, charge 4, ready to go.
JetBlue 8587, the wind 36010, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
Runway 4, clear for takeoff, JetBlue 8587.
Delta 848 Heavy, contact New York approach 135.9, good day.
Over approach, Delta 848 Heavy, good day.
American 1914 Heavy, 26 for 50350.
American 1914, New York Center, good evening.
Good evening.
All right.
FedEx 1, cross Sarah.
So you want to make sure that
200.
you turn your
Sarah at
transponder
200,
on.
FedEx Navy.
Okay, 1466, cross News at and maintain, level 270.
Say again for 1466.
Okay, 1466, cross News at and maintain, level 270.
Alright, correct. Cross News at or maintain 27,000.
And yeah, 1468 at and maintain, please. At and maintain 270 at News.
Full count.
All right. So hopefully I'm supposed to call him. I'm
You're
still learning with this.
129 out of 7,800 for 11,000 direct Rapidville.
JetBlue 129, New York Center, climb and maintain, level 220.
Level 220, JetBlue 129, correction.
All right. So let's go. I wonder if I should send him a message.
JetBlue 8587, radar contact, say altitude.
010. 600, JetBlue 8587.
JetBlue 8587, proceed direct to Merritt, climb and maintain 17,000.
Direct Merritt 17,000, JetBlue 8587.
United 1466, contact Boston Center 134.7, good day.
Over to Boston Center, see it.
United 4759, cross News at and maintain level 270.
News at 270 here for 4759.
New York Center, good evening. FedEx 16487, heavy, climbing to flight level 320.
FedEx 1647, New York Center, good evening. And FedEx 1, just start the descent now if you would.
Starting now, FedEx 1 heavy.
DHL 225 heavy, turn right heading 260.
260 to the right, DHL 225.
JetBlue 8587, contact Boston Center 134.7.
34-7, thanks ATC, we'll see you, JetBlue 8587.
Boy, that was a weird voice. New York Center, TBM November 855 Tango Bravo. We're ready for departure here at Chester County.
Number 855 Tango Bravo, New York Center, roger. Release for departure, clearance void if not off within 10 minutes. If not off within 10 minutes, advise intentions of this frequency within 15 minutes. Change to advisory frequencies approved.
Change to advisory frequency approved. Void 10 minutes. If not, contact this frequency at 15 for 855 Tango Bravo. Okay, so Chester County traffic, TBM November 855 Tango Bravo is departing runway 29, Chester County. So we're going to take off and then we're going to call him and let him know that we're climbing out. Yeah, that was spaghetti squash. The readback was horrible. Like I said, I'm learning. I'm going to learn right with you guys. All right. Let's get going. Okay. You want to switch back?
New York, do you have higher for JetBlue 129?
JetBlue 129, climb and maintain level 340 now.
340, JetBlue 129, thanks.
DHL 225 heavy, turn right heading 320.
Heading 320, DHL 225.
New York Center, TBM November 855 Tango Bravo through 2400 for 3000.
TBM 855 Tango Bravo, New York Center, radar contact, climb and maintain Climb maintain 1-2000.
Climb maintain 1-2000 for 855 Tango Bravo.
DHL 225 heavy, descend and maintain 3000.
Descend 3000, DHL 225.
Alright, flaps up.
American 1914, verify flight level. Flight level indicates 354. Verify using 2909 or 2. Oops.
We're going down to flight level 350. I thought I hit the button. Sorry.
Yep, no worries. Thank you.
Alright, we'll get down to our climb speed. That's a good speed. Inertial separator can come off. And go a little higher on the torque. Good.
Yeah, 651, radio check.
Loud and clear.
Roger, thank you.
DHL 225 heavy, resume normal speeds.
Normal speeds for DHL 225. We have 200 knots right now.
DHL 225, roger. Yeah, just in the future, just FYI, that speed assignment that Boston gave you, 250, applies until the controller cancels it or assigns you a different speed. So just in the future, please make sure you maintain that.
I will do. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. FedEx 1, cross Lurch at and maintain 14000.
So the next center is going to be DC Center.
Lurch 14000 and copy that submitter FedEx 1 Heavy.
American 1914, cross News at and maintain level 270.
And we're just going to set that up for the switch.
270, American 1914 Heavy.
Yeah, 651 clears Montreal, we have Yankee.
So we'll just fly our flight plan because we're cleared to file.
I just sent you the PDC, should be on the way.
Yeah, just saw it, thank you.
And just wait for the instructions.
DHL 225 heavy, turn right heading 010. You're 5 miles from ZL. Maintain, descend and maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS 4 right approach.
Now looks like rising up a little
2000
bit.
heading 010, clear for ILS. For right approach of DHL 225.
American 1914, contact Boston Center 1347. Good night.
347, good day.
Good evening, New York Center, Delta 137, please flash flight level 2990, expense 40.
Delta 1370, New York Center, good evening. November 855 Tango Bravo, contacts Washington Center 13372, good day.
13372 for November 855 Tango Bravo, good day.
November 4458, ready for taxi. Brickyard 45, 58. Which airport you at? Washington. Oh, I see. Brickyard 45, 58. I see you there. Runway 1, taxi by Kilo 2, Juliet, cross runway 4. Runway 1, taxi by Kilo 2, Juliet, cross runway 4, Brickyard 44, 58.
Washington Center, good evening. TBM November 855 Tango Bravo through 115 for 12000.
TBM 855 Tango Bravo, Washington Center, welcome. Delta 5333, wind 250 at 11, gust 17, runway 23, close to takeoff, fly runway heading. Spirit Wings 1186, welcome to Norfolk, thanks for flying, have a good day.
American have 1623 baggage.
Roger, thank you. Delta 15, runway 23, line of point, caution, jet blast A319. You got a party back there.
Sorry about the chair.
An American 16, Washington Center, ident.
American 16, ident.
American 16, your radar contact 45 miles east of the Norfolk VOR, flight level 390, welcome back.
Thank you.
Washington Center, good evening. American 1001 with Whiskey at National.
Washington Center, good afternoon. Delta 502, flight level 370.
Who's the aircraft at 320?
Delta 502 at 370.
Delta 502, Washington Center, welcome.
Washington Center, Commander 4332, 2,700, climbing 3,000, runway heading.
Commander 4332, your radar contact. And Delta 5333, radar contact, line maintain, flight level 350.
Delta 350, Delta 5333.
And Delta 5333, clear direct Hauke.
Direct Hauke, Delta 5333.
Commander 4332, climb maintain, flight level 340.
340, Commander 4332.
Connecticut 4458, short runway 1 at Reagan, ready for departure.
Prepared 4558, standby.
Center, good day. This is American 1745 at Reagan. We're ready for pushback and start.
American 1745, push and start approved.
Push and start is approved, American 1745.
And Washington Center, Commander 4332, you still want us on runway heading, sir?
You should be climbing via the SID, I believe.
Yeah, we are. We were assigned runway heading, just making sure we're all good to go. I appreciate it.
Oh, Commander 4332, sorry, I thought you were out of DCA. Let's see, clear direct Horizon.
Alright, direct Horizon, Commander 4332, no problem at all, man. We really appreciate it.
And November 855 Tango Bravo, climb maintain flight level 200, I believe that was your final.
Climb maintain flight level 200 for TBM November 855 Tango Bravo. Yeah, here we go. Climb on up.
Air Canada 1623, contact New York Center 125.32.
We can go to standard because we're cleared above.
2532 for Air Canada 1623, thanks, bye.
Washington, good evening, FedEx 1 Heavy, level 14,000.
FedEx 1 Heavy, Washington Center, welcome. You can expect the visual on a 1 right approach, the Dulles altimeter, 2949er, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 3000.
2949, any chance for 1 center for the cargo ramp?
FedEx 1, dang it, I was gonna give you it, but people keep requesting 1 right. Yeah, you can expect a visual runway 1 right.
Because they don't know how to use the box. We'll descend passage correction 1 center. We can expect FedEx 1 every day.
So when you're climbing like this, you're losing airspeed. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to bring us down to my climb speed, which we're going to climb out at 140.
Southwest 3298.
So once we hit that, we can secure the speed by
now 3000, 3298.
Delta 15, wind 250 at 11, gust 17, runway 23, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading.
Oh, heading back, so second my 2, maybe Delta 15.
November 27 Kilo Golf, descend at path discretion, maintain 11,000.
Path discretion 11,000, descend Kilo Golf.
American 1745 at read and ready to taxi.
American 1745, runway 1, taxi by Kilo 2, Juliet, cross runway 4.
Kilo,
so now we're just
Kilo 2, Juliet, cross
we're probably not going to have any more contact to him
1745.
with him until descent.
Brickyard 4458, thanks for your patience, 1320 at 10, gust 20, runway 1, clear for takeoff.
Runway 1 cleared for takeoff, Brickyard 4458.
Washington Center, Base 41.
Base 41, Washington Center, welcome back.
Alright, I have a feeling we're going to...
United 274, contact New York approach 124, or correction, 128.55.
2855 for United 274.
Who's the aircraft calling?
Now we get an idea of when we have to descend.
At which airport?
That speed's going to, once we get into cruise,
United 1835, no worries, runway 23 right, taxi by Foxtrot Bravo.
we're only going to have like maybe 30 minutes.
Washington Center, good afternoon. This is American 1029 at stand number Charlie 45, aircraft type 737-800, requesting IFR clearance to Chicago O'Hare with information whiskey, I believe it was.
I'm learning that Vatsim is a great tool.
1029 Washington Center, stand by.
There's a lot less you have to do with Microsoft Flight Simulator. You can just load into your airport.
Delta 15, Roger, climb, maintain level 350, clear our Halki.
Delta Halki on 350, Delta 15, cheers.
You know, I have to learn the phraseology. You know, gonna have to pick up on getting my readbacks faster, but I really think
Southwest 3298, you
this
can
is gonna
expect
be
a
my
visual
new
runway 23 approach.
my new way to fly.
Altimeter 2950.
I'm gonna keep doing a series of videos. We're gonna learn this together.
Washington Center, Blue 1 time, flight level 340.
This is like my third time using Vatsim.
Your radar contacts, say altitude.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to take
4458. Brickyard 4458, Roger, climb, maintain level 300.
Climb 300, code 4458.
Washington 129, can we step away for about 5 minutes?
I'm trying to bring my
JetBlue 129.
my altitude up a little bit. Only 20 feet above. I mean, by IFR standards, we can be 100 feet, but I wanted to bring that up a little bit.
American 4295, runway 23, taxi by Charlie. American 1745, 1320 at 10, gust 20, runway 1, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 1, American 1745.
I do apologize, Washington Center. Was American 1029 given IFR clearance yet?
Which airport are you at, sir?
We are at Reagan International.
So it looks like we're going to be with center all the way down.
American 4295, runway 23, taxi by Charlie.
And we don't have any ATC. for that area. So
American 1029, sorry for the wait. I thought I sent you a PDC, but it looks like you don't have a flight plan on file for your call sign. Please refile.
Oh, that's not bad. Sorry, I tried filing it earlier in the day. Maybe it might not have worked.
No worries.
all right, so yeah, so see, we're getting up to our
November 861 Delta Foxtrot,
our
runway
cruise
23
speed.
left, taxi,
So
your discretion.
that 58 minutes dropped down to just a half hour until we have to descend.
Delta 1340,
A little bit of a headwind.
wind 26
Then we're only
rod
doing
17
about
gust 27, runway
256
23
across the
right, clear for
route.
takeoff.
Washington Center, do you see a flight plan online for American 1029 yet?
So the GTN and
Airplane
XI system is great.
American
I'm fighting for
1745 for
Vatsim
airborne
because
passing 1,500.
you could be quick. You just all you have to do is just
American
punch in
1745 radar
frequencies.
contact, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, American 1745.
As opposed to the Garmin GNS 530, which you have to scroll to set the frequencies.
861 Delta Fox, runway 23 left, line of way, departing traffic on the parallel. In Southwest 3298, do you have the field in sight? Southwest 3298, do you have the field in sight?
Confirm, 3298, field in sight.
Southwest 3298, cleared visual approach, runway 23, clear to land, wind 250 at 11, gust 17.
Clear to land 23, Southwest 3298.
Virgin 88, Washington Center, right on. American 1745, amend altitude, maintain flight level 330.
Maintain flight level 33. Maintain flight level 330, American 1745.
FedEx 1433, contact New York Center 125.32.
125.32 for FedEx 1433 Heavy. Thanks for the ATC. See you next time. Bye-bye.
See ya. Delta 1343, radar contact altitude.
We're passing 3%.
Plus, it's really cool to be having, proper radio calls
Roger,
in the
climb, maintain
background
level
compared to
340,
Microsoft Flight Simulators ATC, which is just horrible.
Virgin 88, radar contact over Liberty, flight level 390, welcome.
You would think after 4 years they would have done something with it. Nope.
Center, good afternoon, JetBlue 1533, passing 1000 to flight level 232.
Who's the other aircraft calling before the United? American 4295, wind 250 at 11, gust 17, runway 23, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading.
Runway heading, takeoff, American 4295.
Attention all aircraft, Washington Center is closing in 5.
Oh. We're going to lose ATC before we get to our destination.
Center, good afternoon, JetBlue 1533, passing 18,000.
Alright, well, then we're going to be switching to advisory.
JetBlue 1533, Washington Center, welcome.
Washington Center, JetBlue 129 is back.
Welcome back.
Center,
Center, good evening. Air Shuttle 4521, we have some grooving.
I'm going to show you guys what to do with
we
that.
are climbing through
Once
flight level
center closes.
239er, just about to join honor. Air Shuttle 4521, sorry, there were two people calling. Where are you? I'm just about to hit honor. You're going into DCA. Air Shuttle 4521. I'm actually going to be closing here shortly. You can continue on advisory. Have a good day. Over to advisory, thank you. Air Shuttle 4521. And if you're talking to the rest of those guys on the stream, you guys can just continue on Unicom.
Thank you for the ATC.
Washington Center, Base 41, I need you to sign off.
Here we are, shot 4295, you're at our contact altitude.
So,
Washington Center, you said to continue on Unicom from here on out?
I'm sorry, I just missed like the past 1 minute or so. My audio for Vatsim crashed. Anybody on the ground at any of the airports, you guys can continue on advisory. I'm going to start closing up here, sorry.
Okay, thank you for the ATC. Have a good day.
Yeah, thanks for flying, guys.
You're doing great, Vatsim.
alright, so when he shuts down, we're going to switch to advisory. So it's going to be on us to maintain our separations from other aircraft
Over to
and
advisory, we'll see about
advise our descents.
Good day.
An American 1745, climb, maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, American 1745.
FedEx 1433, contact New York Center 125.32 if I have in.
American 4295, level at 4000.
American 4295, Washington Center. You're at our contact, climb, maintain flight level 330, and correct Hauke.
Jack Hauke, flight level 330, American 4295.
Number 27, Kilo Golf. Sorry I couldn't get you in there to Newport. Washington Center's closing, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Have a good day.
Unicom 67, Kilo Golf.
Southwest 3298, you can monitor advisory. Have a good day.
Over advisory 39, thanks.
Washington Center, Base 41.
Mace 41, sorry, I was on the line. Say again?
Yeah, I need to sign off too. I'm a disconnect.
Roger, Mace 41. Have a good day. American 1700, contact New York Center 125.32.
25325, American 1700, heavy, see ya.
American 1745, contact New York Center 125.32, good day.
New York Center 12532, American 1745, see ya.
Commander 4332, Washington Center's closing, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, see ya.
Unicom mostly at 4332.
United 1070, Washington Center's closing, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, good day.
Over to Unicom 1070.
JetBlue 129, Washington Center's closing, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, see ya.
Center, FedEx 1, we got the field and say we'll take the visual before you go.
At which airport? Oh, FedEx 1 cleared visual approach, runway 1 Center.
Alright, 1 Center, clear visual, FedEx 1, good night.
And Delta 5333, descend by the pred to arrival, the Philly altimeter 2945.
Descend via Proud 22945, Delta 5333.
So this controller is actually sitting at his computer with a ATC radar screen up in front of him, and he's seeing all of our blips as if he was a real a real ATC controller.
American 4295, Washington is closing. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
I don't know if he's going to call us.
Take care. American 4295. Bye bye.
Delta 502, Washington is closing. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Switch to Intercom Delta 502. Good day.
Delta 1343, leaving my airspace to the west. Atlanta Center's offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Order advisory, Delta 1343, up to 1
See ya. Virgin 88, Washington is closing. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Good day, Virgin 88.
JetBlue 129, Washington is closing. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day. FedEx 1, wind 330 at 7, 1 center clear to land.
1 center clear land, FedEx 1 heavy.
Delta 5333, Washington is closing. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. I believe when you go into LaGuardia, you're going to be calling up Cameron arrivals, which is going to be 125.32.
Alright, thank you for that, Delta 5333, and thank you for the ATC.
I hope it lead you the right way. And Delta 15, Washington is closing. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good day.
Frequency approved for Delta 15. Thank you very much for the control and have a good rest of your night, sir. Bye bye.
American 16, contact Boston Center 134.7. Good day.
American 16 to Boston Center. Thank you so much for the ATC.
Thanks for flying. JetBlue 1533, climb maintain flight level 340.
Climb maintain 340, JetBlue 1533.
JetBlue 1533, Washington is closing. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved. Thank you. Have a good day.
Number 85 Tango Bravo, Washington is closing. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved. Thanks for the ATC for November 855 Tango Bravo.
JetBlue 129, Washington is closing. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Good day.
No, we switched. So then we just monitor this frequency, and people make call outs. And we can descend and at our own discretions. So yeah, we still don't have any ATIS or anything like that. So what we can do is, if you have Navigraph, we can pull up the METAR. Just gonna show you guys. Let me pull up the METAR for Newport. So we got 270 at 20. So we're definitely going in. This is gonna be spicy. We're definitely going in to Newport News on 25. 10 miles visibility. We're broken at 600 feet. We're broken at 6,000 feet. We're broken at 7,500 feet. We're overcast at 8,500 feet. It's 13 degrees out. Our altimeter is 2951. And then these are just time remarks. So, but 270 at 20, gusting to 26. So we're coming in at 25. So we're going to have a pretty hefty crosswind. And if there's an ATIS, like big international airports usually post the ATIS, you can You can check Vatsim, you can check Real, Viveo, Pilot Edge. We don't have any ATIS ready, so that's that. Now we're about 20 minutes out, so let's see, where are we at with the torque? I think we got the fuel, so I'm gonna bump it up. We got almost a 58 knot headwind. So we're running that much slower. At 20,000 feet, we can cruise with a max torque of 121, so that's where I put it. So we don't have any ATIS, everything, just to make sure that there's no storms. We're going to keep the storm radar up. So with Unicom, we're going to make a call when we're 10 miles out. Let traffic know what we're doing. If there's any. So if any new frequencies pop up, so it's like, say, tower at Newport News Williamsburg opened up, you'll see it pop up here under tower. You know, anywhere ground opened up, so on and so forth. So if that happened when we were close to the airport, we would contact them and get instruction from them. If a new center opens up, they'll send a message in the messages that, you know, centers opened up, and to contact them. I imagine if there's a lot of people, as soon as a new center opens up, it's going to be busy. Everyone checking in. Doesn't seem like there's too many people talking, so everybody's in their cruise. It's really, you don't make any call outs at cruise on Unicom unless, you know, unless there's, you know, you want to advise traffic that you're, you know, if you see traffic visually, you might want to call them and let them know. This is what I know so far. Like I said, practice makes perfect. I'm going to fly more on Vatsim. I'm going to stream on Vatsim. So that's another thing too. So if RDU, which is Raleigh Durham, if they were all of a sudden handling the tower for Newport, they'll send a message to contact them. So we're about 14 minutes from our descent, so we're gonna set up for that. So we're gonna go down to 2000 to pick up our ILS for 25. And we'll just keep an eye on that, and we'll descend at the VSR rate that's given us. If it gets too steep, we'll descend earlier, but we'll see. But it's going to be real windy going into Newport, so this should be Newport news. So that's the only problem with the Vatsim, is that the controllers bounce in and out. And if you want full ATC, you want to go to that SimAware and look to see what controllers are online, and you can plan your route along that way. So that you have more air traffic control. I planned this route because, you know, Washington Center was covering the whole area, and we're going to have some longer ATC, but it's a good chance to see the, the switch over to advisory, which is 122.8, and handling the switch over, handling the center closing. So that was a good example for everybody. So that was another thing, pardon me, that was another thing. We're going to look and see what our altimeter was. So 2951 is the METAR for Newport News, Williamsburg. And when we start our descent down, we'll just put that in to that can't wait for Black Square to release their Dukes. and it's going to be. They just look amazing. I'm hoping this weekend, but I don't know. Usually, if you look out on YouTube, a lot of the developers will get their that have been testing it, get their NDAs released. You'll start seeing videos, but I haven't seen any yet, other than Just Pilots videos. If you're interested in those Black Square Beach B60 Duke and the conversion, turboprop conversion, keep an eye out on YouTube for the pre-release videos, and then we'll know it's a couple days. And sometimes they announce too. Cruising down the Chesapeake. Chesapeake right there. Oh, over torqued. Pull that back before we lose our engine. Alright, so we're going to activate our approach. Four minutes to our descent. Oh, I think we can start our descent now. Got us going down at like 4,000 feet per minute. We're gonna bring the power back. So it's good descent torque is about 80% right there. Wow. I don't know if we're gonna get down in time. "3,000 feet per minute is pretty much as fast as our managed descent could go." Try back to 60, see if we can slow it up. I don't want to do a manual descent because we're descending too fast. Let's see where our descent bars are. So we're going to reach 2,000 just past our bottom of descent. Let's look at the chart and see if we're all right with that. Okay, so that's our initial approach fix, and we're going to maintain 2,000 to our final approach fix, which is Steve. And so since we're going to hit 2,000 between the two, and we're good to be above 2,000 at Hasba, we're good. So let's see here. we get a little closer. Okay, so let's set our barrel. 2951. And we're coming down like a rocket. Alright, we're going to be going in the clouds, so there's not going to be much to see outside. Oh, that's not too bad. This, my friends, is the York River. Newport News traffic, TBM November 855 Tango Bravo, 15 miles north of Newport News, Williamsburg International, inbound for the ILS 25 approach. Newport News traffic. So we made our initial call. Let any traffic in the area know. I don't think we have anybody. We're gonna put our frequency in. There we go. We're all set for the approach, so we just arm that. A pretty straight in arrival from CC.
Vertical track.
Alright, so we're below 200, so we can turn on our inertial separator and get our first stage of flaps in. Runways in sight. So the METAR was a little off, but it looks good. Inert SEP on. Our lights on. Some rain clouds over here. So when we're established for the approach, we'll make another Unicom call. Newport News traffic, November 855 Tango Bravo, 6 mile final, runway 25 on the ILS approach. Newport News traffic. That's pretty much it. So we're going to bring it back. We'll drop our gear. We're on Unicom and there's not going to be anything going on. I'm going to move this over off screen just to clear up the window. Ah, so it wasn't too bad. And the winds have died down a little bit. Doesn't seem like it's very gusty. A little dark out. Let's get some lights on. Brighten up the cockpit a little bit. Newport News traffic, TBM November 855 Tango Bravo, short final runway 25 on the ILS. Newport News traffic. Get our final stage of flaps out.
500.
Now dampener can come off. Our power back. Disconnect the autopilot and fly the approach. Strong headwind, actually. A little bouncy, some turbulence. They're calling for gusts, so I'm going to keep the speed up a little bit. So we're over the runway, and we have the landing. Flare it out, hold the flare, and we're down. Turn off. Newport News traffic, TBM November 855 Tango Bravo is clear of the active. Newport News traffic. Alright, so let's clean it up. Bring our flaps in. Kill the landing lights, kill the strobes. It's taxi parking. Newport News traffic, EBM November 855 Tango Bravo, taxi to parking. Newport News traffic. Whoa, a little too fast there. Strobes on, line lights on, crossing the runway. And then they can come off. Oop. And we're going to park right over here. Parking brake on. So, because we're on Unicom and not under control of any ATC, we don't have to make any notification that we're signing off. So, once you're done, you just disconnect from Vatsim. Landing lights can come off. Lever down, let that sit for 10 seconds. Feather the prop. Bring the air off. It could come off. Onyx can come off. Kill it. Come off. Fuel pump can come off. Separator can come off. And we'll just let the engine wind down. Nav lights can come off. Kill the battery. Welcome to Newport News, Williamsburg International. We had another learning experience with Vatsim. There's going to be more videos. I'm going to start using Vatsim more and more. And I'm going to see if we can learn together. Hopefully my video has helped you out. And if you had any fears about talking on ATC, it's not as bad as you think. You're going to make mistakes. Most of the controllers I've encountered so far have been patient and didn't have any problems. So thank you for watching. Till the next one. Bye.